Good morning. Good morning. August 11th, 2026. Beto. Okay, I wait. Beto, we wait. So, there was some news at 7 a.m. here. If you guys been watching the NQ and gold, 7 a.m. we had pretty semi-significant move to the upside. And unfortunately, we missed that, but it was on news. Gotta excuse me, buddy. I gotta go get my phone. I'm sorry. We're gonna get back to. Yeah, Pakistan signaling that things are shaping up in favor of peace regarding the U.S. Iranian skirmish war, if you will. So, I'll tell you the truth. I set my risk settings on this new pro account. Let's talk real. $500 loss limit. And I took a couple of dumb trades in this low volume. Big mistake. Do not trade low volume. My suggestion, my advice. Anyway, I'm not down to the $500 loss limit, but got very close and did a very kind of something I shouldn't have done. I extended it to $600. So we got to be extra careful now. Let's end this day green if we can and not get locked out after hitting a loss limit on this pro account before I even started. So sorry about this chair. I'm going to get some WD-40. Oops, before I get an audience. All right, so get comfortable and watch the news, watch the volume, watch the markets patiently. Patience, pazienza, disciplina, discipline, e discernimento. Be discerning, discernment, discernment. Be discerning. And be careful, be patient. Moves are coming. Big moves are coming. You count on it. Don't rush it. Hold weak hands. Make this a great stream day. Make it a great trading session. Okay? And more importantly, a great streaming session. So, the gold's been bopping around up and down and trying to figure out. It's got some buyers behind it. But it does these retracements. There it goes, right up to the VWAP. but it's just, well, it's not. The volume is picking up. RSI though is below. This is what I like for my setup. Feel safer when the RSI is showing strength above the 70, even the 73 ideally. If it's a long, below the 30 or below 27 if it's a short. Right now we're at 60, 67. Not quite touching. Even 70 there on the NQ. 65, 66. I'm sorry, 66 on the NQ and 67 strength-wise on the RSI of gold GC. So here comes gold back down. A little bit of pullback before the big move. Is it gonna break through the VWAP and continue up? Probably not extremely likely that gold value is going to increase in the futures market based on this Pakistan news. In fact, I would think it would go the other way. Gold generally increases as a hedge. Markets. Look, we're passing the VWAP. Keep a close eye here. Hitting the VWAP. Will it close above the VWAP or below this 1 minute candle? Let's see. It's approaching a higher strength level. Afraid of it though. I'm afraid of this. However, 16 seconds on this candle, it closes strong. We're going to consider a long. On the other hand, that VWAP could hold it down, and NQ is also passing a line of support resistance. The pitch and catch. See if the updates are here. Squawk. CME seeks 24/7 trading of silver futures. Mexico industrial production down almost a point. Brazil inflation is moving a little too slowly, right? Little too low on the volume and liquidity here right now. There goes gold back. Look at the retracement. Heading up towards that pivot point, and there's a line of resistance just below the pivot point at 456. Up to another line of resistance similar. Seconds. I'm glad I didn't take that long. I would have probably gotten out. Scalp. Addition. We had a big rejection on that previous push on gold. See what NQ does. Both approaching a resistance line. And there goes gold back down. Wow, see. Long's getting crushed. See if there's any news today. Upcoming macro events. We approach 8:15. Oh, no red folders for USD. ADP weekly employment change 8:15. By 18th weekly employment. Existing home sales at 10. By 25th. Employment change coming up. Sit tight. See if the folder is correct about its influence on the markets. It says is minimal. You see volume surge pushing back up again, but it's not trustworthy. It's not trustworthy. Rocking down and back and up and down. Whipping. Now NQ is grinding, but it's approaching a volume shelf, top of the volume shelf, a lot of red, and then the resistance line. Minute and a half. So the ADP employment change. I think this would be a little bit. I'm not allowed to trade this probably. Anyways, got to maintain 1 minute before and 1 minute after. So got to stay out of any trades until 8:16. Okay, pretty sure. No, maybe not. Oops. Here we are, 8:15. What do we got? Nothing. See what the numbers were. Bad. See. Pending. 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 They come. Two of them at once. Pending, pending, pending. 0.3,000. Dipping. 8.3 thousand, and the forecast doesn't show. The previous doesn't show. I guess previous was 15,000. Employment change up 11,000. Is that right? I guess so. Not negative or red, because we're in the end of summer here. So Hitting that resistance line and volume shelf. There's like no volume nodes right there on that yellow resistance line. In the NQ. No volume. Doesn't mean it won't push through, which it's doing. Doing some buy strength. And I got to be certain, okay? Candle's about to end here. Back. Go up. No. Come on. God damn it. I'm almost out, boys. Oil prices are down 13 minutes ago. I didn't see that on the squawk. All right, let's relax. Wait. Volume is screwing me up today so far. Forget about these longs. We're looking for shorts. Gold hitting the pivot point. Messy grind. We're not missing anything except losses. Try to get in that gold. If you're scalping and not allowing any drawdown, in your scalp. Chip away. Just wait. This is not ideal. Not a good market for us. Oh my God. But I wasn't short. Just hit. What was that? Those long got crushed. Jamie Dimon, Gen Z is wrong to give up on the American dream. JP Morgan says Gen Z, understandable to feel discouraged, but wrong and abandon the American dream. Most Americans have become wealthier while acknowledging that the bottom 20% have been left behind. It points out. Okay, so that was a liquidity grab. Yes. Sending this down. Building a bear flag here. Both the NQ and gold. I don't understand what's this volatility coming from. U.S. fires on ship breaking its blockade of Iran. Uh-oh. U.S. fires on ship breaking its blockade. U.S. forces fired on Panama flagship this morning. U.S. fires on ship breaking. Uh-oh. Got gunfire. This is not. Should have known that pivot point. A good point, as well as this resistance line. So I'm not following my own beautiful forecasts indicators, namely resistance and pivot point, which is exactly where this price took a dramatic turn to the downside. But I mean, it's not always that way. It could have broke through depending on. No. Now gold is grinding back up, but still it's getting some resistance from sellers. Could have some move further down. Buyers are strong and the volume increases dramatically. We get a little bit lower here to this 200 EMA. And volume shelf. VWAP. We're approaching the VWAP now. It seems to be pushing back from the VWAP so far on gold. Where's this V? Way over here. We're above the VWAP and NQ. Meaningful. Don't worry, it's coming. And that news made the Forex factory. U.S. forces fired on Panama flag ship attempting to run blockade of Iranian ports. Why do these people do that? Panama. Why would they try to run the blockade? What is it? Desperate for oil? Get it? Get the oil? Their orders are? Oh, we're hitting this 200 EMA and pulling back dramatically to upside on the NQ, which is trying to push down along with gold, both receiving significant resistance and some strong wicks on the downside. Gold indicates that bullish conditions are present. Buyers are pushing substantially. RSI is right in the center. RSI is on the floor, though, of the NQ and tipping up and down here. Up here. Feel like still heavy. Some weight in this. However, where were we? We're down pretty low at time was this? 6 a.m. Like we had a huge push. 758, 29,758 is where we were. Actually, 750. Even lower than that at 5 a.m. So, room to come down. But following these trend lines, upward direction. What's going on, good boy? Start crossing now. Angled. I don't have trend lines here. VWAP is pretty much flat all night long. Right around 450. Pretty high over here. 4 a.m. Gosh, it was real high over here. 2 in the afternoon. 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Man, the VWAP high price was high. Down, 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 down all night long. Wow. Beautiful swing up till 4 a.m. Started leaning upward, flattened, flattened, jumped, flattened, jumped, coming down. But hitting this floor here. '95 feels like temperature. Sure. No, buddy, it's too hot. Oh no. Do this. Hey, come here. NQ pushing back up, passing a previous ORL, opening range low line, is you just basically it is resistance or support, depending on the price position in relation to the line. Right now, it's struggling to push up above that 845 distance. And now it's making some ground, pushing towards the 865. RSI hitting the ceiling. Oh, low. All right, so gold again hitting that floor. It's not rocketing from this floor. It's been grinding on top of this floor for 10 minutes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 13, 8:20. Yeah, 20 minutes. If it pulses through, yes, it would go. Waiting patient. Might take 2 hours. Might take 2 hours, but pushing up. POC. RSI not showing. kind of strength to confluence. It's pushing up despite that. I'm pulling back slightly. Approach the top of the volume shelf and just cross the POC. Got another resistance line up there, 456. Is the POC a resistance or support line? Yes. Yes, it is. It can be considered a resistance or support line because price has the highest level of volume at that level, at that price. So when there's the highest volume at that particular price, that means that there are buyers and sellers in an auction tug of war, if you will. So therefore, sellers can push the price down, obviously, and buyers press the price up. Press it up. See, right now, sellers are kind of pushing it down, and like it's going to grind here for a minute or so, a few minutes at that POC level. Again, knowing its resistance. Climb. Gold was going. And there goes gold after that. As I say, 1 minute of resistance. Wow. What a push. Push up to another resistance line, 856. Again, the pivot point just above. Is it going to do the same thing on the pivot point, or is it going to push through this time? That is the question. Either way, it's too uncertain. Execute a trade in one direction or the other. Now, some would say, no, it's going to be double shoulder here. Huh? Maybe it will. Prepare for a short. Prepare for a short. Just crosses. I'm prepared for. But he's see the news. There it is. Not working. Minutes ago. Update. A lot of people sorting right now. Hey. trust it. You'll see right where we are. Updates. Yen weakened slightly. A critical point against the dollar, sparking speculation that Japanese authorities may intervene to support the currency. EU may drop the global capital reform, boost lenders' competitiveness with Wall Street. Former Basel Committee chief says it was disastrous. Yeah, this volume is too low. The movement is too slow. Lock out. See what happens at 9, 10 minutes. You have a volume surge. 9, 8. And Q passing the, what is that, the 63 EMA? below. All these EMAs are kind of tangled up though here on a horizontal level. So not ideal trading environment. Q is pushing past 30. Look at that, past the. Volume picking up. Time. 20 bars. Average. Getting the VWAP on gold. Downside. What will it do at the VWAP? RSI is near 50. So that means uncertain. EMAs are still crossed and tangled on the NQ. Meanwhile, the VWAP is ways below 790, about 40 points. In the 200 at 821, about 20 points. 15, 20. Gold getting resistance, support from that. Whoops, pushed through now the VWAP. New candle starting now with starting off green. Low volume, low volume. Comes the red, the sellers. Meanwhile, NQ is leaning right there in the center on the VWAP. EMA line, EMA. $69. Got the 26. 9, the 24. I'm sorry, 21. 30, 35. 69 and the 200. So 3.5 minutes, still 9 a.m. We get a volume. Surge of some sort, one direction or the other. So far, crappy morning, crappy trading session for me. I'm red. Where you going, buddy? Papa's gonna use the rest. Okay. Nothing happened. Minute and a half. Till 9 a.m. See what happens. Buckle up, Buttercup. This isn't 9:30. Oh, 30 seconds. Looks like we're getting some motivation here from sellers, but let me see. Volume is just low right now. We need to see is a huge surge. In 6 seconds, 5, 4. If I'd taken that long, I'd be back in business. Break even. See what happens here. Didn't see a long. They're not my setups. Take it easy. It's slow. Make this last. I'm not trading for profit today. We're trading to stay alive tomorrow. Still have an account. So China passes the US in global favorability. New Pew Research Center survey 2 minutes ago. That sent gold up. Come on. Commies. What's that about? 25 of 36 countries more favorably. Huh. Middle East and Asia Pacific. So again, it hit the pivot point, right? So we got it shoulders here, head and shoulders. Right there at that pivot point. Let's work from that pivot point right now. Think so. Come on up. Or second. Knew that one. Punch on that. Gotta wait. Not your setup. What a recovery is what we want to be saying. But I think we're going to wait, ideally, about 45 minutes. Fortunately, I think better job. Get my breathing aid. Not want to hit. Crossing the pivot point that's been holding us down all morning. At 44.58. And getting that resistance back to the pivot point. Seller resistance. Volume. Up slightly. And green. Predominantly on that particular bar. So at 1, 2, 3, 4 green bars. Oh. On 5. See what happens. I think we're going to get resistance again. 9/11. Getting resistance again. Still, buyers are strong. Volume is increasing. 10 seconds. This candle is also green. Volume maintain that continual increase. No, down slightly. And now sellers are pushing back from that pivot point again. Should we? Happened repeatedly, but it was a little, the buyers were a little stronger this time. That's the concern. So VWAP is down there calling those support lines of the POC. You got 3 lines basically next to each other. Oh, and NQ coming down slightly. 15 seconds. Candle. Wow, NQ coming down to the 200 EMA. What's going on? Looks like a macro news event. EMA. Starting off green. And yeah, pushing back. However, got here Abbott and Google launch multi-year. Abbott and Google collaborations on glucose and AI. NVIDIA is developing a new Nematron for open source AI model. NVIDIA. Back here. Now, come on, gold. Dump for dump to file. Seconds, 1, and it's having trouble. Back up. 5 minutes. Wow. wick. Wicks. Up, wick down. Gold coming down. Again. Finally. Gold below the VWAP, but getting resistance back to the VWAP. Got lucky. NQ below the 200 EMA, heading towards the VWAP below 792, 20 points below where it is now, but it's getting some resistance. Wicking out. 1 second, and starting off green. Not a real strong push. Up, back to the upside, not a real strong reversal push. Gold is still pushing downward a little bit as well. Do it. On. Good. Quick small scalps get me back a little bit closer to break even. Quite. Oh, and there she goes, the reversal. So that short was not ideal, was not safe. Where are we? 9:17. 10 minutes till open. Always not a safe, usually not a safe place to trade 10 minutes prior to open or 15 minutes after the open. For me. Goodness, I got 2 small trades there, about $300 perhaps. I don't want to look. I'm not looking at the P&L. If it was 300, guess that puts me about $300 below break even. So it feels a little bit better psychologically, right? $300 negative red versus 600 certainly does. Not take any more losses, shall we? Well, that's not realistic though. Know how to take your losses. But try not to. Try not to. Pro account. Real money. We can get paid on Friday if we're careful. Imagine that. We can get paid $1,000 on Friday if we're very careful and just wait patiently. Let's test. Well, okay. So gold pushed back up. Didn't quite make it to that support line. Wow. I got lucky on 2 trades there with some long wicks that reseeded as soon as I got out. As usual. I mean, it happens. That's why I scalp. I don't know. Because I don't have the drawdown allowance to oftentimes ride out, uh, you know, possible pullback and continuation. But that changes, of course, with your account size, with contracts number, and your confidence in the direction, the RSI strength, relative strength index indicator. Let's say relative relative strength index. Comex gold delivery intentions, gold steadies. Okay, and it's pushing up again hard. Wow, back to the pivot point that it keeps bouncing off of with that head and shoulders. What does it mean? Let's ask ChatGPT, shall we? Here. NQ steady. Let me talk about cheese. Let's ask ChatGPT. And Grok. Claude. DC volume surge. Good advice, ChatGPT and Claude. We didn't analyze the gold chart. They say stay out of it. For now. They're right. Where are we going here? 2 minutes. 2 minutes to market open. We're going to watch and we're going to sit on our hands. Unless, it's parabolic or dumping. Careful. No, come here, boy. Good boy. Yeah. Do it with your toy. Hey, good boy. 9:30 open. We're doing okay. One minute. 1 minute, boys and girls. We're alive. Stay alive. Stay alive. That means stay out of market open. Opening range. 15-minute range. Do it. Get up. How do we look? Oh, 15 seconds, boys and girls. 15 seconds. Let's sit and watch. Lock in. We are locked in, ladies and gentlemen. We are approaching the runway. No, we're cleared for takeoff, ladies and gentlemen. Cleared for takeoff. 9:30. Let's check this. There's all the way up. There's all the way. %, 33%, 33%. Okay, we're approaching the VWAP on the NQ. I'm not trading this. Gonna bounce off the VWAP. Looks like it. And we've got that lower support line that was a former ORB opening range low, actually. Right there on the VWAP. Now we're passing it, but I won't trust it. How many seconds we got left here? 7 seconds. It's gonna flip around, boys. What the morning does. Look, see that pullback? Gonna crush those shorts. Less. Not touching it. Upside. 2 seconds. Wow. Not touching it. A lot more than your stop loss, that wick. Gold's coming down a little bit steadier. Approaching the VWAP. Here's 30%. Here's 50%. I'm sorry. That's like 69, 70%. There's 100%. 100%. 70%. 50%. 50%. 30%. Or I keep it. Let's test it later. Check it later on the replay. So from sitting this distance, let me try 50%. There's 45% right there. 45%. How's that? All right, let's watch. Gold is caught up here. It's tangled up right around, well, a big range. 750 to 760. Now it wants to push down a little further. Or not. It's on this deviation line. The VWAP deviation, it's holding it up. But it looks like it's pushing through now. I don't like those wicks. And gold is pushing down. And back up. Son of a bitch. Push down, gold. Push down. Shit. Fuck. Stay out of it, man. Gold being, breaking through that 9 EMA, which is curtailing up following. And 37, 38, 6. The RSI strength is waning. Strength is increasing ever slightly. Come on. Give me some direction here. Now gold approaching back to that pivot point, right? Well, it's past the pivot point now. But that strength is not there. I missed this strength here from the beginning, from the 930, I think. 929, 930 handle. Came down. I'm out. I'm done for today. Son of a bitch. Anyway, I'm red, $1,000. But still alive. Red day. Have a good one. There it comes now. I don't care.